So if you ever went into a fancy cafe and you looked at their coffee menu and you saw all kinds of words that you didn't understand, you're not alone. This is a huge issue in our specialty coffee world, and I've worked in it for about a decade. So let me quickly explain how you can read that coffee menu so that next time you go to your local cafe, you know exactly what you want to order. So this is the first drink. It's an espresso. It's a 2-ounce beverage, and it's the foundation for all of these drinks. I want you to think about all of these drinks I'm about to describe as kind of a scale that continues to get bigger and bigger as we go up. This is called a macchiato. It's a still 2-ounce espresso with just a dollop of foam. It gets its name, macchiato means marked. So it gets its name from basically marking the espresso with a dollop of foam. This one is called a cortado or a Gibraltar, depends on where in the world you are, but essentially it's equal parts 2-ounce espresso, 2-ounce milk. It's normally a very thinly steamed milk, similar to like a flat white, and it's about 4 ounces in total, 4.5 ounces if you use a Gibraltar cup, those glass ones. This is the next one. It's going to be called a flat white. This is a 2-ounce espresso with 4 ounces of milk, steamed very similarly to that cortado that I just showed you, and it's really just like a bigger cortado. This one is called a cappuccino. It's going to be the same size as that flat white, except instead of steaming it really thin, you're going to microfoam it up until it's like this silky, really thick foam. It shouldn't be bubbly like what you get in Italy sometimes. It should be a really enjoyable, smooth, but kind of thicker experience. And then finally, this one is a latte. This is going to be 2 ounces of espresso and 6 ounces of milk, up to like 10 to even 12 to even 14 ounces of milk if you like a 16-ounce latte. But lattes are typically steamed in between a flat white and a cappuccino. Be a little bit thicker foam than a flat white, so it's not just like that little sliver of foam. It's a little bit more, but it's not a significant amount of foam. And this is just made to work well with syrups. It's made to work well with honey or sugar. And it's just kind of your daily driver. I think if you're a Starbucks person, if you're a Dunkin's person, if you're a Peet's person, or so on and so forth, this is your starting point. And pretty much every independent cafe that you go to is going to have either a honey latte or a vanilla latte. And I always say, if you've been a Starbucks person, you're trying to get off that trend because of all this stuff, those are great places to start. So I hope this helped. Hopefully those menus are a little easier to digest now. And yeah, hope you learned something. See you next time. Love you guys.